Hello students, welcome to allyscholar.com. So today I will be taking up a topic from class 7th science chapter 1 nutrition in plant. We all know that nutrition is very important for all of us, whether it's a plant or it's an animal. But in this chapter we will be dealing with nutrition in plants. So let's see the topics which I am going to cover today. Topics to be covered are introduction about nutrients. We will see different kinds of nutrients which are present and which are utilized by the plants. What is nutrition? Basically, what is nutrition? How it is very beneficial for plants. Mode of nutrition in plants. We will study about the different modes of the nutrition in the plants. How do plants prepare their food? This is a very important function done by a plant. Plant prepare their food through a process that is a photosynthesis. We will study in detail about photosynthesis. What are the processes, how plant takes water and minerals from the soil, how they take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, how they prepare food, plus they release oxygen in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. And next we will study about the synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrates. So when you will study in this lecture, you will get to know that when photosynthesis is completed, the product which is formed is a carbohydrate. So how do plants synthesize other components other than carbohydrates? Okay. Can photosynthesis takes place in other parts of the plant? As we know that we will study here that the leaf of a plant has chlorophyll, and that is a part, that is leaf is responsible for photosynthesis. So can other parts like the stems or the branches of a plant responsible for photosynthesis? Can leaves with red or brown or violet in color conduct photosynthesis, or only green leaves can conduct photosynthesis? So we will get the answers of all these questions in our lecture today. So let's start, and before starting I would like to say that if you have not subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe it. Okay, so that you can get the videos which are updated daily on our website. So let's start. Before going in detail, let's have a brief introduction. So we all know that all living organisms such as plants and animals survive on food. Okay, so we all need food for our survival. Whether it is a plant, any kind of plant, any animal, or even we the human beings, we need food. आप खाने के बिना तो नहीं रह सकते, आपको सब चीज़ मिलती रहे, बट इफ़ यू डोंट गेट फूड कैन यू लिव? No, the answer is no. So all living organisms such as plants, animals, and even I would say our human beings survive on food. So the food which we eat, that gives them energy, okay, gives energy to these plants, these animals, and help in the growth. So what happens basically ki the food which we take inside or which we eat, we that gives us lots of energy, and we all know that to perform any activity, or we need to perform several activities in our daily life. So what we need, अगर हमें कुछ भी काम करना हो, so what we need, we just need energy firstly. अगर आपके बॉडी में एनर्जी नहीं होगी तो हाउ कुड यू वर्क? नो, there is a no chance of doing any kind of work or any kind of life activities. So basically this is a food that gives us एनर्जी. बहुत तेज भूख लगी हो, खाना खाते ही लगता है ना कि हाँ एनर्जी आ गई, और भूख लगी रहती है तो लगता है हाँ सारी एनर्जी तो चली गई, अब तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. सो वी गेट दिस एनर्जी फ्रॉम द फूड, and also these food help us to grow. There are many kind of nutrients, you can say, like proteins and other, मतलब different functioning या different growths के लिए हमें different kinds of foods की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. और ये बस हमें ह्यूमन बींग्स को ही नहीं ज़रूरत है, ऑल द एनिमल्स नीड फूड. जो भी एनिमल्स हैं उनको फूड चाहिए. Even the plants need food, and we the human बींग्स। हम सबको खाना चाहिए क्योंकि बिना खाने के ना तो हमारी ग्रोथ होगी, वी विल स्टॉप, आवर ग्रोथ विल बी स्टॉप्ड एंड इवन द एनर्जी विल बी stopped. You must have known or read somewhere that we always say about malnutrition. What is it? It is basically कि the growth has been reduced or the growth has been stopped of a particular person who is suffering from malnutrition. That is फूड की डिफिशियंसी, फूड की कमी हो गई उसके बॉडी में, इसलिए उसकी ग्रोथ या तो स्टॉप हो गई है या तो ग्रोथ उसकी कम हो गई है. ओके, सो हियर वी सी दैट न्यूट्रिएंट्स. व्हाट इज न्यूट्रिएंट्स? जब आप न्यूट्रिएंट्स की बात सुनो, मतलब आपके दिमाग में एक इमेज आ जाती होगी कि हाँ न्यूट्रिएंट्स क्या हैं. आप जो भी खाना है दैट इज़ अ न्यूट्रिएंट. हर खाने में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा है, कोई ना कोई न्यूट्रिएंट वाली चीज़ है. जैसे कि मिल्क हम पी रहे हैं तो वी ऑल नो दैट हाँ देयर इज़ अ लॉट्स ऑफ कैल्शियम, प्रोटीन, समथिंग इज़ देयर इन अ मिल्क. ओके, और दाल खा रहे हैं, वी आर ईटिंग, सो हाँ देयर इज़ अ लॉट्स ऑफ प्रोटीन इन इट. और इफ़ वी ईट potato, we know that there is a lots of carbohydrates in it. So there are many kinds of nutrients, and so what are basically they? So certain components, for example we can take proteins. Okay, we all know that protein rich diet we should always take. It is said that we should always eat protein rich diet because protein is very essential for our growth. Next comes the vitamins. Vitamins is the other very important thing which we need in our body. You must know there are different kinds of vitamins, A, B, C and all. So they help us from fighting against many of the मतलब foreign invaders and all, and it gives strength to our body. Then comes the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is also very important for our body. ये जो रोटी दाल चावल रोटी और चावल हम लोग जो खा रहे हैं, if we don't eat it, if we are not getting it for a single day, in fact so we feel like कि हाँ हमारी बहुत एनर्जी लो हो गई. This is all because there is a low carbohydrates in our body. Then next comes the minerals. There are different kinds of minerals which are very important to our body, for the growth of the body, for the functioning of our body. And next is the fat. So fat is also, it is not good to take any of these nutrients at high content. There is a specific content of all the nutrients we should eat daily. But everything is important. It is not like we should not eat fat. Fat is also good. If it is a good fat, one, we should eat it. So these are present in body. So there are certain components like proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, minerals and fats, and you can even say water is also one of the component that is also present in most of the foods. We know that there is a watery food. Just say this time summer is going on, so watermelon is said to be eaten because it has a lots of content of water. So these components are present in our food. ओके, एंड दीज कंपोनेंट्स आर कॉल्ड न्यूट्रिएंट्स. और इन्हीं कंपोनेंट्स को हम क्या बोलेंगे? न्यूट्रिएंट्स हम बोलेंगे. तो ये जो भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स हैं ये हमें कैसे मिलते हैं? इट इज़ ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ द फूड्स विच वी ईट. Okay, so it is always good to have a nutritious diet. Always good to have a diet, balanced diet which is full of all the nutrients. It is not like कि हाँ पूरा प्रोटीन ले लिया, बहुत सारी डाइट्स खा ली जो कि बस प्रोटीन के हैं. नो, बस विटामिन्स के हैं, बस कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ही खा लिया. नो, वी नीड each and every component in our food, and that should be in a ratio. Okay, that's why you must be knowing that nowadays people are consulting to dietitian so much because they want a perfect level of each of the component, that which should be taken in which amount on the daily basis. Then we all know that these nutrients are very helpful for the growth of our body. Okay, so some living organisms like plants synthesize their own food by themselves, while the others such as animals and humans depend on the plants and other animals for their food. Now what happens कि that plants, you all know that plants को हम कभी खाना नहीं खिलाने जाते हैं. हाँ, we give them water and minerals because that is essential for them, but we never give them food. So how do they survive? From where do they get their food? All these questions we will be getting in our this chapter when we will study further. So these plants, what they do, they synthesize their own food. वो अपना खाना खुद बनाते हैं. They are not dependent on any other animals or human beings for their foods. तो वो अपना खाना खुद बनाते हैं. But whereas कि other animals and human beings, जो और एनिमल्स हैं या ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, वो क्या हैं, वो डिपेंडेंट हैं. या तो फिर वो प्लांट्स को खाएंगे, what we eat, हम जो सब्जियां खा रहे हैं, that is a plant. And if you are a non-vegetarian, you eat chicken or anything, so you are dependent on animals. So human beings भी और animals दोनों किस पे डिपेंडेंट हैं, या तो किसी और एनिमल पे डिपेंडेंट होंगे या फिर प्लांट्स पे डिपेंडेंट होंगे. बट इन केस ऑफ प्लांट इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. Plant, they prepare their own food, they are not dependent on any other source. Okay, तो अभी हमने देखा कि what are nutrients. Now we will see कि what is nutrition and why it is needed. So what is nutrition? Nutrition can be defined as a process by which organisms take food in it and utilization of it by the body. So nutrients क्या है? Nutrition क्या है? दिस इज अ प्रोसेस इन विच कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो फूड को अपने अंदर लेगा और उसको यूटिलाइज करेगा अपनी बॉडी के थ्रू. यूटिलाइज इट बाय द बॉडी. एंड व्हाई दे, हाउ दे यूटिलाइज these foods are basically we utilize for the survival. Why we need food? This is a simple question. We eat food, we take food inside our body just to survive. Okay, so this is nutrition. Nutrition is just a process by which organisms take. So these food which we eat, they give us, yeah, they help us to build our bodies, yeah, to grow. The growth of the body is also because of food. Yeah, if sometimes any part of our body has been damaged, so we need to repair it. In that also these foods are very helpful. And of all the things, these foods gives us energy to carry out our life processes. हमारे जो भी काम है, जो भी हमें एनर्जी चाहिए, वो सब हमें कहाँ से मिलती है? फूड से मिलती है. तो ही हम आगे काम कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज अगर हम खाएं नहीं तो हम काम ही नहीं कर सकते. So all the energy we get from the foods. So if we see the mode of nutrition in plants, so we can say that ki on the basis of nutrition, organisms can be divided into two categories. Okay, what kind of nutrition they are utilizing, on that basis we can categorize them in two categories. One is the autotrophic organism and second is the heterotrophic organism. Okay, so if we talk about autotrophic organism, ऑटो मीन्स, ऑटो का मीनिंग पता है आप लोग को? ऑटोमोबाइल इज अ वेरी कॉमन वर्ड, या ऑटो स्टार्ट आजकल बहुत चला हुआ है कि ये मेरी स्कूटी तो ऑटो स्टार्ट हो जाती है. सो ऑटो इज बेसिकली मीन्स कि सेल्फ, खुद से. ओके, एंड ऑटोट्रॉफिक, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट ट्रॉफिक, सो व्हाट डज इट मीन्स? ट्रॉफ्स, ऑटोट्रॉफ्स या ऑटोट्रॉफिक, ऑटोट्रॉफ. सो इट ट्रॉफ वर्ड क्या होगा? ट्रॉफ इज बेसिकली अ वर्ड दैट मीन्स नरिशमेंट. ओके, so if auto means self and troph means nourishment, so autotrophic organism क्या हो सकते हैं? सेल्फ नरिशिंग, जो कि खुद से अपने आप को नरिश करते हो. ओके, so if we talk about autotrophic organisms, they can prepare their food by themselves, such as plants. Okay, self नरिशमेंट, खुद से अपने आप को खाना प्रोवाइड करते हैं या खुद से अपने लिए खाना बनाते हैं. दे कैन प्रिपेयर देयर फूड बाय देमसेल्व्स. और ऐसे एग्जाम्पल के लिए अगर हम लें तो इट इज़ अ प्लांट, बिकॉज प्लांट प्रिपेयर देयर फूड बाय देमसेल्व्स. इन द फर्दर लेक्चर आई विल लेट यू नो हाउ दिस food has been prepared, yeah, how plants prepare their food. We will go in detail of that. Right now you just have to remember only this कि हाँ, plants prepare their food by their own. So these are autotrophic organisms. Okay, and if the plants they prepare their own food, so we can call plants as autotrophs. Okay, what can we say? Plants autotrophs. Next comes the heterotrophic organism. So what happens कि hetero, like auto means self, ऐसे hetero का क्या मतलब होता है? So hetero means others. Heteros, if you take the meaning of heteros, it means other या others. Okay, और trophic means तो पता ही है nourishment. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अदर, कोई अदर या कोई और सोर्स होगा या कोई अदर पर्सन होगा दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू न्यूट्रिशन. ओके, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू नरिश योरसेल्फ. सो हेटेरोट्रॉफिक ऑर्गेनिज्म दे डिपेंड अपॉन अदर ऑर्गेनिज्म, ओके, फॉर देयर फूड. एग्जाम्पल के लिए हैं एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमंस. ना तो कोई भी एनिमल अपना फूड खुद से बना सकता है, ना कोई ह्यूमन बींग्स. हाँ, ह्यूमन बींग्स खाना बनाते हैं. आप सोच रहे होगे कि अरे खाना तो घर पे बनता है, मम्मी बनाती है. मम्मी बनाती है, बट फ्रॉम वेयर दीज वेजिटेबल्स कम्स, जिसको मम्मी कुक कर रही है. मम्मी इज कुकिंग चिकन, फ्रॉम वेयर दीज चिकन्स हैव कम. इट इज नॉट दैट योर मम्मा हैज ग्रोन दैट चिकन्स और दैट वेजिटेबल्स. नो, it is because of the plants that vegetables have grown. You just need to get it from the market. So if we talk about heterotrophic organism, the best the examples are animals and human beings, humans. So these kind of animals and human beings are called heterotrophs. What we can call them? Heterotrophs. Okay, so plants are called as autotrophs since they prepare their own food, and animals and human beings are called heterotrophs since they can't prepare their own food. They are dependent on others for the food. Okay, so we got to know that plants prepare their own food. ठीक है भाई, plants अपने food खुद बनाते हैं, but how do plants prepare their food? So we shall go through the process how plants prepare their food. So basically the preparation of whole of the food by a plant is called photosynthesis. You must have read in your lower classes about photosynthesis. So plants prepare their food with the help of certain raw materials that they gather from their surroundings. अब क्या है कि प्लांट्स प्रिपेयर करेंगे फूड को बहुत सारे रॉ मटेरियल्स के थ्रू, और उन रॉ मटेरियल्स को वो कहाँ से ले आते हैं? अपने सराउंडिंग से गैदर करते हैं. ओके, सो बेसिकली वो कौन से रॉ मटेरियल्स हैं विच आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर प्रिपेयरिंग अ फूड? सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट दैट रॉ मटेरियल्स, इट इज़ अ वाटर. प्लांट्स नीड वाटर. प्लांट नीड्स कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. Plant needs sunlight, plant needs minerals, and plant needs chlorophyll. Okay, ये different, ये combination है water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, minerals and chlorophyll का, जिसके through plants जो हैं कि ये सब जब उनको provide होगा, ये सारी चीज़ें उनको मिलेंगी water, excuse me, that is a water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, minerals and chlorophyll. जब ये सारी चीजें प्रेजेंट होंगी तो प्लांट विल बी एबल टू मेक इट्स फूड. ओके, सो इफ प्लांट कैन मेक देयर फूड, आप जैसे आपने सुना होगा कि ये जो प्रोसेस है फोटोसिंथेसिस का वो डे में ही अकर करता है. इट डज नॉट अकर इन नाइट. व्हाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज सनलाइट इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट raw material, you can say, or one of the important thing a plant need for preparing their food. So the process by which plants prepare their food by using these raw materials means water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, minerals and chlorophyll, is called photosynthesis. This process is called photosynthesis. Preparation of a food by plants using these raw materials is called as photosynthesis. So okay, this is one good thing, but you must be wondering ki why only plants can prepare food, why our body cannot make food? We can also use carbon dioxide, water, and different kind of minerals, sunlight and chlorophyll, and we can also produce food. Is it? No, it is not possible. The answer we are going to find in the lecture further. What is that content? Yeah, where is the food made in plants? The question comes, where is the food made in plants? Why can't we prepare food? Why can only plants prepare these food? तो इसका मतलब कुछ तो स्पेशल ऐसा प्लांट्स के पास होगा जिससे कि वो फूड बनाता होगा. अदरवाइज ये जितने भी फैक्टर्स हैं इनको हम भी लेके, इन रॉ मटेरियल्स को लेके हम भी खाना बना सकते थे, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. द रीजन इज वाई लीव्स, प्लांट्स के पास क्या होती हैं? लीव्स होती हैं. वी डोंट हैव लीव्स. ह्यूमंस एंड एनिमल्स डोंट हैव लीव्स. सो लीव्स आर नोन एज फूड फैक्ट्रीज ऑफ द प्लांट्स. इनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? फूड फैक्ट्री ऑफ अ प्लांट, एज दे आर द प्लेस वेयर ऑल रॉ मटेरियल रीचेज. अब क्या होता है, ये जितने भी रॉ मटेरियल हैं ये कहाँ पे जाते हैं? गैदर होके ये जाते हैं लीव्स में, और यहीं पे फूड बनता है. सो इट इज ओनली पॉसिबल फॉर द प्लांट्स टू मेक फूड. ओके, since we human beings or other animals don't have any kind of these leaves, सो अगर हमें ये रॉ मटेरियल्स मिल भी जाए, वाटर मिल जाए, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मिल जाए, सनलाइट मिल जाए, मिनरल्स मिल जाए, क्लोरोफिल भी मिल जाए, फिर भी हम फूड नहीं प्रिपेयर कर सकते. दिस इज ओनली बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव लीव्स, एंड दिस इज द लीव्स, दीज आर नोन एज द फूड फैक्ट्री ऑफ द प्लांट्स. क्योंकि जितने भी ये रॉ मटेरियल्स हैं ये पहले वहाँ पे गैदर होते हैं, वहाँ पे जाते हैं लीव्स में प्लांट्स के, और फिर इनसे जो प्लांट्स हैं वो क्या बनाते हैं? दे स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग दी फूड. एंड इन डिटेल वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस, व्हाट हैपेंस, हाउ दीज रॉ मटेरियल्स रीचेस टू the leaves of a plant, and what are the processes, what are the reactions that occur, and how they are going to prepare food. Okay, so one thing is very clear, that this food is not made on every part of the plant. It is the leaf that is making the food, and further in the, if we will study in detail, you will get to know that. But it is the leaf is that part of a plant which is responsible, or which is making food. It is not that all the parts of a plant is responsible. So in further we will study ki how do plants obtain these raw materials from the surroundings, या from their nature, and how they transport them to the food factories of the plants, that is to the leaves. So let's see. So let's study in detail about photosynthesis and the process, how it takes place. So if we split photosynthesis, it will be splitted in two words. One is the photo and other is synthesis. Okay, so if we talk about the meaning, what does photo means? आप फोटो बहुत खिंचाते हो. ओके, तो फोटो का क्या मतलब होता है? फोटो ले लो, मेरी फोटो ले लो, बहुत आप लोग बोलते हो, बट बेसिकली फोटो is derived from the word light. Photo means light and synthesis means to combine. Okay, synthesis means to combine. So light to combine, light के combination से photosynthesis is made up of two words, photo and synthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means to combine. Okay, so let's see these steps. How मतलब photosynthesis takes place. It's a step-wise process. Okay. So the first step in the photosynthesis is the transportation of water and minerals, you can say. Okay, water and minerals. Here in this figure you can say that water and mineral is going to be absorbed by this root. So what happens, water and minerals present in the soil. This is a soil in which water and minerals are present and they are going to be absorbed by the roots. Now the roots of the plants, it is going to absorb water and minerals. Okay, and transported to the leaves, and after absorbing these water and minerals they are going to transport it to the leaves. Okay, these water and minerals are going to be transported to the leaves. So the first important step which is going to take place is the transportation of water and minerals. Okay, so these roots are absorbing the water and mineral from the soil and they are transporting it to the leaves. Okay, through this transportation can be done either by stems or some other, these are the stems, either they are doing or some other branches of the plant. Okay, so after the transportation of water and minerals, next comes the inhalation of carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide from air is taken in through the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves. So basically what happens कि this is a leaf, on the leaf there is a tiny pores, थोड़े छोटे छोटे छेद होते हैं इस पे, और ये पोर्स किससे सराउंडेड होते हैं, गार्ड सेल्स से, और इन पोर्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं, स्टोमेटा. ओके, सो दीज स्टोमेटा गेट्स ओपन, they take the carbon dioxide that is present in the air. Okay, they inhale these carbon dioxides through the holes, or you can say pores means it is a kind of any hole, so holes present on the surface of the leaves, so these are called stomata. So then they absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Okay, so after the transportation of water and mineral, the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere or from the air, you can say, is absorbed by the leaf through a pores, and that pores are called stomata. One thing I would like to tell you कि how these water and minerals they go into the leaf. So these water and minerals are transported to the leaves by the vessels. किसके थ्रू जाते हैं, vessels के थ्रू, और ये vessels कहाँ present होते हैं, which run like pipes throughout the roots. In roots में like a pipe they are present, in the stems they are present, in the different branches of a plant and the leaves. So they form a continuous path or a passage for the nutrients to reach the leaf. There is a continuous passage through which a plant, water and minerals can reach to the leaf. So this continuous path is called as vessels. So before going in further steps of a photosynthesis, let's see a section through a leaf. This is a section of a leaf, you can see here. Here is a chlorophyll. These are the chlorophylls. So basically if we talk about chlorophyll, we can say that it is a green pigment. So it gives, what is the function of a chlorophyll? It gives a green pigment is there. So it gives a green color to the leaves. Okay, gives green color to the leaves. Why the leaves seem to be green, why we see that all the leaves of a plants are green? This is only because of the presence of this green pigment, and that is a chlorophyll. Acha, one more important thing children, ki chlorophyll not only provides green color to the leaves, but we can also say that it helps in the process of photosynthesis. How does it helps a plant? It in helps in photosynthesis. Okay, helps in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay, so next comes the guard cell. As I have already told you that these guard cells have a small pore or holes in between them, and they are called as stomata. So here in this figure you can see that this is a guard cell, this is another guard cell, and there is a space in between these two guard cells, and those are called as stomata. So basically the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere is absorbed by them for the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so these stomatas are surrounded by these guard cells. Okay, guard cells surrounds stomatas. Okay, so we have already discussed that water and minerals, this is water, this is mineral, it is being observed by the from the soil. Water and mineral present in the soil is observed from the roots, and it is transported further in the stems of a stems of a plant. And the second, this was the first thing which we learned about the process of a photosynthesis. And the second thing which we read was that from the atmosphere these carbon dioxide are taken to the stomata of the leaf. Okay, now what is the third steps, what happens in the process of photosynthesis? Let's see. The leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll, as I have shown you in the figure how these green pigment chlorophyll is present in a leaf. It helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight. Now what happens, ki this is a green leaf and it is having chlorophyll, a pigment. Okay, so these chlorophylls, they help the leaves to capture this sunlight. This sunlight is coming, it is being captured by these leaves. Okay, then what happens, ki the energy is used to prepare food from carbon dioxide and water. Now what happens, it has already taken the carbon dioxide, so this is the third steps taking place. So now the leaf has already taken the carbon dioxide, you can see, and it has taken the water from the soil. Okay, and in the presence of this sunlight it is now going to prepare a food. Okay, so since this synthesis of food occurs in the presence of sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. As I have already told you, the meaning of photo means light. Okay, photo means light. मतलब कि ये जो process है ये किस time पे occur हो रहा है? It is going to be occur at the time of day. Okay, in the presence of sunlight. So sunlight is essential for photosynthesis, for preparing the food. So without sunlight the food can't be prepared, or the process of photosynthesis can't be taken place. So it is given a name as photosynthesis, as it occurs only in the presence of light along with all other raw materials. Light of sunlight is very important. So we find that chlorophyll, okay, chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, as I have already told you that the first step is that water is taken, then carbon dioxide is taken, then chlorophyll is there in the leaves, and then sunlight is very necessary. to carry out the process of photosynthesis. It means that photosynthesis can't be occur without the presence of any of them. Means कि chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. All of them are important for the process of photosynthesis. Okay. So we can say that sun is the ultimate source of energy for all the living organisms. Human beings need sun, animals need sun, and even these plants need sun because without the sunlight they can't prepare their food or they can't go with the process of photosynthesis. So sunlight is an ultimate source of energy for all of us. So this is a unique process on the earth. Photosynthesis is a very unique process on the earth, how these plants are going to prepare their own food. So I have told you the first step, second step and third step. And now what happens when these carbon dioxide is taken by the leaves? What happens? The leaves then they are going to release what? Oxygen. They are going to release oxygen. And this is the fourth step of a photosynthesis, releasing, taking carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll is there in the leaves, and now the output product is that they prepare food plus they release oxygen. Okay, food, okay, plus oxygen. So further we will read how in which form this food is prepared, which nutrient it is carrying and all. Okay, let's see. So the solar energy is captured by the leaves, is stored in the plant in the form of food. Okay. The sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms, as I have already told you. So during this process, oxygen is released. This is the fourth step, as I have told you, that oxygen is released. Okay. And the process of the process of starch in the leaves indicates the occurrence of photosynthesis. Now, in a form of the food is formed in the form of starch. That is, starch is what? It is a carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Okay. So what happens? It releases oxygen as well as a food, that is a carbohydrate, is prepared in a form of starch. This is called as photosynthesis. So if we write the equation, we will find that CO2 is taken, carbon dioxide plus water. Okay. These are the inputs. These two are taken. So it is in the presence of what? What are present here? It is a sunlight present. Sunlight. And also what is present here? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Okay, sunlight and chlorophyll. And the output product which is going to be formed is oxygen is formed. Oxygen is released, you can say, plus carbohydrates. Okay, carbohydrates. Okay, so oxygen plus carbohydrate is released, or it occurs in the in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. CO2 plus water in the presence of sunlight plus chlorophyll, it gives carbohydrates and oxygen. So this is the equation occurring in the photosynthesis. Okay. Now the question is, can you imagine life on the earth in the absence of photosynthesis? What will happen if there will be no photosynthesis occurring in the plants? Okay. So in the absence of photosynthesis, what is going to happen? What you can say? Okay, photosynthesis is not going to take place, as we have seen that the output product of photosynthesis is what? It is a food. So it means there will be no food, no production of food will be there. Okay. So what is going to happen if we are not going to get food? There is no possibility of survival. So the survival of will be almost of all living organisms is dependent directly or indirectly upon the food. So okay, upon these plants you can say. So if there will be no photosynthesis done by the plants, there will be no survival, because food made by these plants we eat only that only. And the other very important thing which is released is this oxygen. Okay, so here we need what? We need food, that is also prepared by these plants. They release oxygen, this is also utilized by us. We require oxygen, which is very essential for our survival. Okay, so we can say that without the process of photosynthesis, if there is no photosynthesis going to take place, life will be impossible. So that's why photosynthesis is called as one of the very important or need of the life, or very important phenomena to occur. Okay, so photosynthesis generates two very big questions. One is that why sun is called the ultimate source of energy for all the living organisms. As just now we have read that sun is the ultimate source of energy for all the living organisms. So why is it so? Let's see what happens. We know that plants use solar energy to make their food. As we have read that the sunlight is captured by the leaves. It is taken by the leaves, or you can say by the chlorophylls. Okay, it is trapped by them just to make their food. So the herbivore animals depend upon the plants for their food. So all those animals that are herbivorous in nature, like these buffaloes, cows, they eat plants, or you can say if a deer is there, all these animals, they are directly dependent on these plants. So the first very thing is that these herbivores are dependent on the plants. Okay. Then next very thing is that animals, carnivorous like we or the human beings, we can say, we do not eat plants directly. We don't go and eat leaves. No, we don't eat. But we depends upon these herbivorous. We are totally dependent on these herbivore animals. Cow gives us milk, etc. and etc. So we are dependent on these herbivorous milks. Okay, herbivorous animals. So if we see, we are dependent on these herbivores, and these herbivores are dependent on the plants. So these herbivores are directly dependent on the plant, and we the animals are indirectly dependent on these plants only through a channel of herbivores. That first we eat from herbivores, and these herbivores get their food from plants. So we can say that directly or indirectly all the living organisms directly or indirectly receive their energy from the sun. We all get the food from these plants, and these plants are only capable to prepare their food when they get the sunlight from sunlight. Okay, so we can say that directly or indirectly all the living organisms are dependent on plants. Also we receive the energy from the sun. Okay, if sun would not be there, there would have been no food, and if there would have been no food, none of us could survive. Okay, and the second very important question which photosynthesis process gives is that synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrates. So as we have read that what happens ki plants take CO2 plus they take water. Okay, and in the presence of chlorophyll and in the presence of sunlight, they are going to give oxygen, plus what they are going to give, these carbohydrates. Okay, so if plant is synthesizing only carbohydrates, from where do we get other fruits, like protein is there, like vitamins is there? How can we get those foods? Okay, so as we have already read, yeah, you must be knowing, in the previous class we have already read कि plant synthesize, मतलब in the previous my section I have already told you कि plant synthesize these carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbohydrate is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now, so if you see the general formula of a carbohydrate is CN, that is N, CnH2O, and N is the number of molecules whatsoever. So we see here that here it is a C, that is carbon, H2O, H is here, that is hydrogen, and O, that is the oxygen. So if the carbohydrate is made up of only these three components, from where the other food we are getting, like if we talk about proteins, okay, so these proteins have nitrogen. From where this nitrogen has came? If these carbohydrates don't have any nitrogen, from where these plants are going to release nitrogens? So we see here that these are used to synthesize other components of food such as proteins and fats. So how can these plants synthesize other components of food such as proteins and proteins and fats? Okay. So but if we see that proteins are nitrogenous substance. Nitrogenous substance means it contains nitrogen in it. Okay, so from where the plants obtain this nitrogen? This is a big question. From where this nitrogen is coming in the plants? Okay. So plants, what happens ki the nitrogen in the previous classes you must have read that ki nitrogen is present in abundance in gaseous form in the air. Okay, in the atmosphere or in the air these nitrogens are present in a gaseous form. Okay, but if they are present in the gaseous form, we can't absorb, matlab plant can't absorb these kind of nitrogen, matlab in this form. It is in a gaseous form, so how could plant absorb these nitrogens in a gaseous form? No, it is not possible. So what happens? Let's see. Soil has a certain bacteria. Soil जो होती है जिसमें कि प्लांट ग्रो करते हैं, इनके रूट्स होते हैं विद इन सॉइल, इनमें क्या होती हैं कि सर्टेन बैक्टीरियाज होती हैं जो कि कन्वर्ट करती हैं गैसियस नाइट्रोजन को यूजेबल फॉर्म में. ये जो एयर में गैसियस नाइट्रोजन प्रेजेंट है उसको यूजेबल फॉर्म में वो कन्वर्ट करती हैं एंड रिलीज इट इनटू द सॉइल. और ये बैक्टीरिया जो हैं कि मतलब यूजेबल नाइट्रोजन को सॉइल में रिलीज कर देती हैं एंड देन दे आर एब्जॉर्ब बाय द प्लांट्स अलोंग विद वाटर. अब क्या होता है कि जब फोटोसिंथेसिस का प्रोसेस होता है तो वी नो दैट इट एब्जॉर्ब्स वाटर अलोंग विद सम मिनरल्स. सो दीज प्लांट्स दे एब्जॉर्ब दीज नाइट्रोजन्स अलोंग विद वाटर. ओके. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग यू मस्ट बी नोइंग कि सम काइंड ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर इज, यू मस्ट बी सीइंग कि हाँ ये फर्टिलाइजर डाल दिया सॉइल में, वो डाल दिया. वो जो फर्टिलाइजर डालते हैं दैट इज बेसिकली व्हाट, दैट इज बेसिकली रिच इन नाइट्रोजन. ओके, so these farmers put nitrogen which are basically rich in nitrogen along with other constituents, but nitrogen is the main ingredient of that. So we can say that plant can synthesize proteins and vitamins along with carbohydrates. Carbohydrates के साथ proteins भी हैं और vitamins. The questions related to photosynthesis are: can photosynthesis takes place in other parts of the plant? Okay, as we have read that photosynthesis takes place in the leaf of a plant, we have read before only. Or is it possible कि other than leaf it can take place in any other plants? Since leaf was carrying chlorophyll, chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. We have read that. So some other parts like a stem, branch, can can photosynthesis takes place? The answer is yes. Okay, so let's see. Yes, green stems and branches of the plants can also undergo the process of photosynthesis. What happens, some green plants, some green stems and some branches of plants, they can also go the process of they can go the process of photosynthesis. They can also synthesize food. Okay, so if we take an example, plants in the deserts area like Rajasthan and all, there are, you must be seeing, there are a famous plant called cactus. It is very famous in desert areas, since these plants, these cactus don't require water for its growth. Okay, it is very hard. If you don't give it water for many of the months, it will still be growing. Why is it so? That's why it is grown in deserts area where there is a scarcity of water. Okay, so the best example is cactus. They do not have leaves. If somebody has seen a plant of a cactus, you must have seen that they are having like this, and there is a spike on it. कांटे लगे होते हैं ऐसे ऐसे. Basically उनके पास कोई leaves नहीं होती हैं, but they still exist there because their stems produce the food for the plant. अब इसमें क्या होता है, इनके पास basically कोई leaves तो है नहीं. If there is no leaves, how is it possible to prepare a food? Because as we have read, photosynthesis is prepared because of the leaf, because of the chlorophyll present in the leaf. So what happens basically in case of cactus, उनके stems में ही इतनी capability होती है कि they can produce foods for the plants. तो लीफ न बना के यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि ऐसे प्लांट्स होते हैं जिनमें लीफ न बना के बल्कि स्टेम या कोई और ब्रांच होती है प्लांट की, जो कि क्या करती है, फोटोसिंथेसिस के प्रोसेस को करती है, एंड द अल्टीमेट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस इज अ फूड. ओके, एंड नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कि व्हाई इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस इम्पोर्टेंट? व्हाई इज फोटोसिंथेसिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट phenomena? Why it is very essential for living beings? So we know that the process of photosynthesis gives us two main products. Okay, one is that it gives carbohydrates, or you can say it gives food. That is very essential. And next comes the oxygen it releases. Oxygen is very important for living. So both of this is a basic need or essential thing somebody needs for their living, that is the food and the oxygen. और ये दोनों क्या हैं, दोनों एंड प्रोडक्ट हैं किसके, फोटोसिंथेसिस के. तो ऑब्वियस है कि फोटोसिंथेसिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर लाइफ. सो देयर विल बी नो, इफ देयर विल बी नो फूड, if the plants would stop conducting the photosynthesis process. Okay, if there will be no food, if the plants would stop conducting the photosynthesis process, कोई फूड ही हमें नहीं मिलेगा अगर प्लांट्स जो हैं अभी फोटोसिंथेसिस को स्टॉप कर दें. अगर वो फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं कर रही है, स्टॉप नहीं कर रही है, तो हमें क्या नहीं मिलेगा, फूड नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि फोटोसिंथेसिस का प्रोडक्ट ही फूड है. कार्बोहाइड्रेट इज द प्रोडक्ट दैट इज फूड. So the plants take in carbon dioxide and produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Very well known that कि photosynthesis में क्या होता है कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को लेती है प्लांट और ऑक्सीजन को निकालती है. आई हैव ऑल्सो शोन यू इन दी फॉर्मूला. तो होता क्या है कि hence without this process there would be no possible of survive on the earth and there would be no oxygen. अब क्या है कि चलिए खाना तो मिला ही मिला हमें, दूसरी चीज क्या होती है कि अगर फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होता तो ऑक्सीजन तो रिलीज ही नहीं होती. एंड इफ देयर वुड हैव बीन नो ऑक्सीजन रिलीज्ड, व्हाट वुड हैव हैपन, वी कुड नॉट सर्वाइव ऑन द अर्थ. सर्वाइवल जो है अर्थ पे इम्पॉसिबल हो जाता. ओके, now this is a very important question, that can leaves which are red or brown or violet in color, they can conduct photosynthesis. जैसा कि we have read that कि क्लोरोफिल के कारण फोटोसिंथेसिस हुई in the presence of chlorophyll. So basically we have read that chlorophyll is what? It is just a green pigment. वो ग्रीन कलर की वजह से क्लोरोफिल है, तो क्लोरोफिल की वजह से जो है कि वो ग्रीन कलर दे रहा है लीफ को, इस वजह से फोटोसिंथेसिस हो रही है। लेकिन अब कुछ ऐसे प्लांट्स होंगे जिनकी लीव्स रेड होंगी, या उनकी लीव्स ब्राउन भी हो सकती हैं, ओके, या उनकी लीफ वायलेट्स भी हो सकती हैं, रेड, ब्राउन या वायलेट, कोई भी कलर हो सकता है। तो क्या वो भी फोटोसिंथेसिस को कंडक्ट करेंगी? उनके पास ग्रीन कलर की लीफ नहीं है, उनके पास क्लोरोफिल नहीं है, तो क्या वो फोटोसिंथेसिस कंडक्ट करेंगी? द आंसर इज अगेन yes. Yes, the chlorophyll is also present in the leaves that are not in green in color. So one very important thing students to note is that chlorophyll ऐसा नहीं है कि बस उन्हीं leaves में present होती है जिनका color green हमें दिखता है, वो भी leaves which are seen to be red और brown और violet, उनमें भी क्या होता है? chlorophyll present होता है. Chlorophyll is present in that their leaves also. So basically what happens कि they are of different colors because the other color pigments are more than the green color pigments in such leaves. अब होता क्या है, क्लोरोफिल तो उनमें भी प्रेजेंट है, बट वो दूसरे कलर्स की इसलिए दिखती हैं या तो रेड दिखेंगी, क्योंकि होता क्या है कि जो अदर कलर के पिगमेंट्स हैं उनके पास ग्रीन कलर का भी पिगमेंट है, रेड भी है उनके पास, ओके, ग्रीन भी है, रेड भी है उनके पास, ब्राउन भी है और उनके पास वायलेट भी है। सपोज कोई लीफ है जिनके पास ये सारे कलर्स हैं, लेकिन अब होता क्या है कि रेड तो उनके पास बस 10% है, ओके, सॉरी ग्रीन तो बस उनके पास 10% है, रेड इज 80%, 80% जो पिगमेंट है वो रेड है, ब्राउन भी 10% है और वायलेट भी 10% है। तो अब क्या होगा कि रेड इज वेरी prominent, it is 80%, so they are going to appear as red. Similarly, if somebody is having a brown बहुत ज़्यादा है उसके पास, सपोज करिए 70% ब्राउन है, बाकी सब लेस हैं, बाकी और तीन कलर 30% है, तो इट इज गोइंग टू बी सीन एज ब्राउन लीफ, ओके। वायलेट है, अब वायलेट जिसका सबसे ज़्यादा हो, वायलेट कलर उसके पास सबसे ज़्यादा है कि 90% तो वायलेट ही है, बाकी जो पिगमेंट्स हैं वो 10% में आते हैं, तो अब वो उसके पास कौन सा कलर प्रोमिनेंट है? वायलेट इज प्रोमिनेंट, तो वो जो है कि हमें वायलेट दिखाई देने लगेगा, ओके। सो उसकी लीफ हमें ग्रीन नहीं दिखाई देगी, इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू अपीयर टू बी ग्रीन, बट it is going to be appear violet, okay. So we can see that कि other color जो leaves हैं red, brown और violet, they also do the process of chlorophyll although they are not green in color, okay, since the other pigments are more prominent as compared to the green color. So this was all about nutrition in plants, chapter 1 of class 10th. If you like my video, please give a like button, and if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it for getting the more updates of the videos which is uploaded daily. And for any queries, if you have any query regarding the lecture or from any other source, please don't hesitate to give us a message on or mail us on ollyscholar.com, ollyscholar@gmail.com. You can also visit to our website www.ollyscholars.com. There you can find many useful notes. Thank you so much for watching my video.